Jacqueline and Nicole O'Brien grew up with 14 pets in Queens, New York. Nicole currently owns one dog from a pet store. Jacqueline had this to say about the spay-neuter movement and the responsibility she feels toward pet ownership.
I think that no neutering goes hand in hand because, not fixing the animals is what causes the problem of many unwanted animals. And also, I guess it's also taught me that, a pet isn't an impulse purchase.
Nicole had this to say when asked about what pet stores can do to appeal to leery pet buyers.
Just to know where they're getting them from, breeders, etc. I think if you know they're coming from a safe place, you wouldn't mind buying them in a pet shop. So that's something I think pet shops should start doing. It would be helpful.
Mary Erickson has adopted her animals from a pet store, breeder, and animal shelter. Erickson wants pet stores and breeders to be held more accountable and wants to see stiffer penalties for animal abusers.
We started looking at dogs that were a little bit older, like 2 to 3 years or older. And we found one that was about to be put to death, and when we took her, she was just so loyal and so happy, and we felt good rescuing her. And then after that, we just decided instead of starting with a puppy, we liked to get ones that were a couple years older that we could rescue and take home. I think there's too many dogs running around that aren't being cared for. I think it's dangerous to let people just continue to breed. One of the dogs we rescued was actually had been abused, and that's what they had gotten her, and just used her to keep having puppies. And once she was done with that, the abuse got worse. So I don't like that. I don't trust breeders. You hear too many stories of what goes on. I think there has to be some kind of legislature, something that they're held accountable to. And the same with the pet stores. You just hear too many horror stories, and I don't think they've got enough accountability to anybody.
Kylie Boniface and Vincent Montoya currently own 2 dogs. One is a rescue animal, and the other is from the Humane Society of Naples. Montoya says the couple did not consider purchasing a pet store animal because of the greed of pet store owners.
You have to be a lot more safety regulated because they're just popping out pups just for the profit, and it's just the health factors of that is just disgusting.
Well, if you look at dogs, they're almost the same as humans. It's like why would you put your kid on the leash and walk him around, or leave him outside for 6 hours while it's raining and storming and stuff like that? So why do it to your dog or your cat or whatever it is? So it's just having the respect factor for no matter any living thing that there is. You don't just or not feed it or something. Would you not feed your cat, or would you not feed your kid for 3-4 days? That just ain't right.